Everybody for joining. Appreciate your time. It's been an interesting morning with my students, with my members trading, but we're done for the day, so it's a good timing for the presentation. Hopefully you folks had a great trading session. It was kind of a clear trade for us. I'll explain later. But my name is Simon Jousef, and I'll be your host. For an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I'll do my best to keep it simple and keep it short because there's a lot more to be covered if you're interested to moving forward with us. Today's webinar, I'll talk about volume profile and market movers levels. Now, these two indicators, I cannot emphasize on how important they are. I don't do technical analysis well. A couple of my indicators have some technical components into them, but mainly I focus on what moves the market. Volume profile, heavy entries into the market movers levels. Let's examine and see what we are talking about, okay? I will cover the following subjects today: who we are, what we do, what do we offer, what is volume profile indicator, what are the market makers levels, and how do we use them. ACE, which is short for anticipate, confirm, execute. This is the methodology I follow. I try and embed it into my members, my students' habit, day in, day out, through the way I trade. I've been doing this for a long time, folks. I've been doing this since early 2000s. Some members are still with me from 2004, 2003, 2005, and 6. They're still with me. And then finally, we'll talk about the value that you will get if you decide to become a member. Today, I'm not selling anything because I have nothing to sell, simply because I'll explain later that we offer trials. We don't sell anything. Once you join the trial for 2 weeks, then you will decide for yourself, okay? About me, I'm an independent and profitable trader that uses volume profile with my own confirming indicators to make money from the market. I can make a living from the markets because my methodology is solid. It's really solid. And I will show you a couple of examples, some trades that happen in a live trade room right in front of my members. And you can join too and you can see them. I take low risk, high probability trades. And one of my rules, for example, is I don't trade if I don't have my stop loss established. If I don't know my stop loss, even if I know the market is going to a certain price for sure, I don't entertain that trade. I founded the Trader Institute with the mission to make members profitable and self-sufficient traders. I want our company to be considered one of the best choices traders can make. Some of my current members, as I mentioned, they've been with me from early 2000s, 15, 16 years ago, and they're still with me. One thing I need to tell you is I ran into an issue back in 2014 and 15, and I had a case with the CFTC, and I have all the information here. The internet provides different views, different sentiments, different opinions. I provide you the truth right here. Everything is here. So if you need to know about the case that happened 6-7 years ago, it's right here. I don't shy away from it. It was just a technical thing that I did not manage it with. I did not have the proper lawyers. I did not really consider defending it in any case. So anyway, there is a lot of information, but here are the details, and I cannot really lie about it because I can't make things up. So I have a statement about it. I want you to carefully go through it. And there's a video that I made with my own students. These are the people that I care about most. These are the people who've been following. They've been following me for many years. These are the students that they gave me the energy to stand and face this issue. This incident almost ended my career in trading because of the pressure, because of the whole thing that happened. But I had always one thing in mind, which was I have members, I have followers, and with their energy, I was able to go through this whole thing. It's past. I put it behind me. I'm moving forward. It's very simple, and that's how I do with life in general, folks. I've seen, and throughout my life, I've seen 3, 4 different wars. I survived wars. Um, you know, I survived hardship. I survived moving from a country to a country. I survived being alone without a family for many years. So live and learn, as they say. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced things like that. Things that don't kill you, believe me, they will only make you stronger. Moving forward. This is what we offer. I said we're going to talk about what we offer. I offer a few things, okay? Very comprehensive membership that we offer. One of the things that I offer is a live trade room, Tuesday to Thursday. So 3 days, 2 hours a day, okay? Live trade room, which means you come and see my charts. You will see my charts, something like this. You see my charts trading. I'll give you levels. I'll do my top-down analysis, etc. And that is designed, basically, my main focus, these 6 hours a week are for you, especially if you're a new member, even older members, because things are changing, I add things and change things, for them to ask questions, to be exposed to what's new, for me to show them the levels, to train them. So 6 hours a week you have with me live from 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern. Now, once we close that room, I'm not done. I just take a quick breakfast break and then I come back. The rest is on Telegram. I have channels on Telegram, as you see. I still give you signals on Telegram. We have an elite channel. Elites, I have, for example, somebody's typing here. They're talking about data feed elites. I have maybe 160 elite members here. Indices. I today traded the Nasdaq and the RTY, which was the Russell, and we are over 1,000 ticks just today. I'm not making this up. You will see it. We have a channel for oil, crude, and nat gas, a channel for gold and silver, and a channel for currencies, whether currency pairs in the forex market or currencies in the futures market, like the euro, the pound, etc. So this is what we offer. Okay. Furthermore, I put this a slide in the middle just to emphasize on one thing, which will be the focus today. It's mind-boggling how 80 or 90% of traders do not use this tool, which is market makers levels. And I will explain in the coming slides why they don't use it, they don't have it. Market makers, imagine you are following a market maker, how powerful your trading is. And it's not available. People don't use it. It's not, it's only limited to certain traders, certain institutions, etc. But I have it because I was able to discover it and created an indicator for it. Moving forward, I also offer a full comprehensive education and specific indicators that we use. And just to show you, for example, once you become a full member, you have an access to this area. This area will give you the monthly live room links. Although every day I will post the live link to the live session in the elite members channel on Telegram, for example, here this morning. If you see, March 1st, live session starts at 9 a.m. I gave them the link. Good morning, everybody. So we start at 9 a.m. Eastern. You will get lessons, all your education here. What is volume profile? What is how to use it? And you have different levels, a lot of information. Okay. And of course, I keep emphasizing on one indicator, that one indicator alone is worth the entire membership. Mind you, we have trade calls, we have this, we have that, and throughout this presentation you will get to know more. And if you don't want to switch your chart, because we use Sierra charts and for a good reason, then that's fine. It's okay. You could basically follow trade calls until you become more comfortable with the whole thing. We don't offer just one thing. It's a multiple things. And I also put the slide here to tell you that don't worry if you think this information is overwhelming. We offer 2 weeks trial. Just go to the website, request your 2 weeks trial. And of course, within the 2 weeks, I'll make time to maybe have a meeting with you to talk to you about what you're looking for, how can we help you, because I can customize a membership or a package for you, but you have to give me the chance, you have to make time for me to talk, otherwise I cannot benefit you. I can offer a lot, and within a couple of trades, couple of swing trades, for example, we you know, the membership usually is covered if you have a sufficient account, and if you're willing to follow the system. Okay. For the trial's purpose for 2 weeks is that I really don't want to sell you anything, and unless you are convinced you like it, you join the membership. If you don't like it, you know, I cannot force you really. Even if I force you, you'll become a burden on me, because you're not going to benefit from it. It's not good for me. It's not good for you. And finally, before I do anything, we have 3 main steps that we do called trades, right? Anticipate, confirm, execute. We have to anticipate the markets, and we have to confirm, and we have to execute. Let me show you one thing very important today that happened today. Okay, this will tell you kind of you know, I'll give you an idea of what we do. You folks today, for example, this is the Nasdaq. You folks know the Nasdaq broke down. If you look at your chart, it started breaking down after 9:30, after the open. It was hesitating. RTY broke down even a little bit more smoother. RTY, Russell, from this level. You see this level. Now, this breaking down, this trade call, okay, I called it ahead of time. I anticipated the move. I've been anticipating this move for a while. Then I called it. Let me show you what I mean. Today is March 1st. March 1st. Here, March 1st. You see it? Just let me rephrase one thing. Let me go back a little bit further. This is February 28th. Do you know what day that was? February 28th was yesterday, Monday, sorry. Monday. Which was yesterday, I'm sorry. Yesterday, yeah. Yesterday at noon. I said possible reversal on all indices soon. Possible reversal. So since yesterday, noontime, I'm expecting a reversal. So if I'm expecting a reversal, I'm expecting a reversal. Expecting. So what I'm waiting for? Expecting mean anticipating. So I'm anticipating. Anticipating. What do I need? I need confirmation, and then I need execution, right? So come today, I look at my charts. Look at the time, 8:37 a.m. Please make time after this presentation. Look at your charts. See at 8:37 a.m. where were the indices? All of them: the Nasdaq, the RTY, the Russell, the YM, and the ES. Where were they? I said indices are good for a swing short, and I gave them an example of a pricing that I can get in. 14,200 or better, Russell 2045 or better. So if you look at the chart, this is the Nasdaq. This is the price. This is the box that I gave them. I told them to join. They could have gotten even a better price. And I'm looking for a move down all the way to where? Eventually to here. This is about 2,500 ticks move. RTY, I gave them the price. If I remove the line here from this box down. Not only that, I gave them the stop loss. Okay? I said stops will be above the recent highs, just above the recent highs, maybe 1 or 2 ticks above the recent highs. So I gave them the entry. Okay, this was not an entry that was, hold on. Let me be a little bit more graphic here. So I gave my students an entry. So the market is going up, and at one point I said I'm going to be short. So I gave them an entry zone. This kind of entry wasn't like a line because there's nothing I can do about it. Sometimes it's a zone. So, and I told them the stop loss is just above the highs. Since then, folks, and I told them my preference is to risk 1 or 2% of your account for a swing short, because we're not looking at 5-10 ticks, folks. I'm looking at 1,000 to 2,000 ticks. We already achieved 1,000 ticks. We took profits, and we have one runner left. Okay, this is not random, folks. It's all stemming from the knowledge that we have. And if you're confused so far, I'll show you some more things, some live trades that we took, and you will see them. Okay. If you see this, for example, the crude on Friday, I'm looking at Friday on crude. Just to let you know, I was looking for the crude to go from 90 to 112. Can you imagine? You know it's going to go from 90 to 112. Can you imagine how powerful that is? That doesn't happen often, but it happens every now and then. Once or twice a month, we get swings like that per instrument, and we trade multiple instruments. So that is $22 move. That's 2,200 ticks in one swing trade. Look at this, February 25th on Monday. I said crude just showed interest to go up to 112. I will see if that traction will remain until Monday. So this was actually not Monday, it was on Friday, last Friday, 25th, it was Friday. Looking, and then on Monday, on Friday, I said I'm looking for crude long from 90. 90 is also support. You know I missed this trade, right? I'm not gonna tell you that I grabbed it because it missed 90 by 5 ticks, and I could not hear the audio because if the market touches my line, I can hear an audio in my ear. It's one of the indicators that you can get once you join us, and I can switch to that chart and call the trade. I missed it by 5 ticks. Okay, so there's a lot we offer, right? A lot we offer. One of them is that. How do we trade, and what do we trade? We trade as, let me show you the charts. This is a very small portion of what we trade, and this is just a few instruments. If I look at the bottom, the Nasdaq, the Russell, all the indices, the crude, ES, the gold, Swiss franc, Euro US, the US Swiss franc. So there's a lot of things that we trade. Most of the moving instruments in the futures market and the forex market. Now, my job now is to explain to you whatever I was talking about now in terms of anticipate, confirm, execute methodology. I'll explain it in a very simple way. All right, very simple way. Let's imagine that you are, don't take it personal. Let's imagine you are a technical trader, and the market goes up like this. You're looking for a long, right? You're looking for a long. Let's assume you're using a technical indicator. Some of the technical indicators, examples, I will choose Fibonacci. Some of you will say, okay, I like to trade Fibonacci long once it comes back down to this level. This is maybe 38%. And then maybe you would say, no, 50% is good too. And then maybe 60, what is it? 68% is here. So you have 3 levels to trade. You don't know which one. All you know is Fibonacci retracement is amazing. So the market goes up, comes back down here. You take the trade, long, comes back down, stops you out. You stopped out. You got 30 ticks. Let's assume you're trading 3 contracts because we trade 3 contracts. 3 contracts. Usually we take target 1 if we trade on 2 contracts, on first 2, on 2 contracts. I'll explain on this more. So target 1 is on 2 contracts. So let's assume you stopped out. Market goes back up again, comes back down. You say, no, this time I will take 62%, 68%. 68% hits, comes back, stops you out, and then goes back up. Goes back up, you say, oh crap, I got stopped out again, but it's holding, it's just poked it, it's still valid. You chase it now, now your psyche is screwed up. One of the rules that we have, is don't chase. If I don't know my stop loss, I don't trade. If I miss a trade, even by 5 ticks, I don't chase. And if I miss if the market goes in my favor and I'm not in it for any reason, I don't chase. I follow my rules like I follow my wife's words. Believe me, it's important. If you're married, you know. So the market comes back down. You chase it. You go long. You try to chase it. Go long, and the market comes back down, stops you out again, and then it moves from here. Remember, this did not hold. This did not hold. This held. What was this? Let's go back. Let's go back. Now, I will recreate the whole thing, but after I explain what do we do. This is what we do. This is the Nasdaq, and this is the volume profile on the right-hand side. This is only a simple chart, 1 hour chart. I'm not showing you the whole 30 charts that we have. I'm not doing everything because I don't want to put pressure on today's presentation on the software. I just want to finish the presentation without any hiccups. But if you notice on the right-hand side, you have the volume profile. On the right-hand side, you have volume profile. This volume profile, it's customized for us. You can sharpen it. You can smoothen it. You can basically zoom in and look at that. Zoom in. The less charts you have, the less volume profile. So it only reads whatever you have in the view, right? And each level of this volume profile means something, right? For example, this area is a continuation. We call it a knife. This area a continuation. In between, there's a continuation, but all different. This whole area here, I don't like to trade in. There's a level right here that hit. You see how it hit? It coincided with the volume profile and the market bounced, right? There is also here. If I go to different charts, gold, for example, there's a level for support right here. You see it? If the market comes back to it, I'll be looking for a confirmation for a long, right? So there's all this information that is available to me. So, but in a nutshell, Volume profile consists of two things to us. That's how I simplified it to my members. I'll show you. Let me just sharpen this. There's a continuation zone right here, continuation zone, and there's a rejection area, and then a continuation zone within a rejection in the middle. Continuation zone, rejection. So it's continuation and rejection. Keep these two in mind, continuation and rejection. Now, moving forward, let's go back and tell you how I trade this. Remember, we talked about anticipate, confirm, execute. So when the market, when the price went up in this chart, it gave me zones from the past and the present. So it was going up, down, whatever. It gave me zones that printed in a volume profile. And these zones, I will simplify them as this: continuation, rejection. So it says continuation, continuation, and there's different continuation. So we have these zones, as you see, I call them continuation, C, C, C. This could be a bit overwhelming for anybody who's just, tuned in, but there's a reason why we offer 2 weeks trial. You'll have a lot of chances to understand, to see me trade, to ask questions, to mingle and chat with our members too. The way I trade is this: the market goes up, I don't touch it, eventually it's going to come back down, and there is a continuation zone and there is a rejection zone. Now, your first trade was from here when you took that Fibonacci trade. Looking at it now, knowing that this whole thing is a continuation, would you have taken it? No, you would have not taken it, because it's still continuation zone. So you didn't know there's continuation. You didn't see the volume. You didn't see there's a volume, whole thing that could bring the market against you, like these volume areas, right? You didn't see that. Now you see it. So you were stopped out. I am not in the trade yet. And then it breaks down lower. Remember, it breaks down lower and it goes back up. Why does it break down lower and goes back up? Because here is a rejection. Remember, we talked about rejection and continuation. And you chase it again from here, it just comes back down and breaks it. Why I would have not taken it here again? Remember, this area was touched before. You see this? This was a second touch. So to me, I don't like second touches, although it worked, but it did not last. Second touch. See this second touch, same thing. It did not last. So I would have not touched it. Make sense so far? So now it comes back again. There's another trade that I took from here. You took from here. This was the 62% retracement. Remember? Am I touching it? Again, no. Why? Because it's still, it's still inside the continuation zone. Why would I take it? Are you guys following? Are you folks following so far? I hope you are, because I'm trying to simplify it very to the minimum, basically. I didn't take it. Okay? Probably you took it, you got stopped out. Now, finally, we have a level here that is valid, rejection. Mark, thank you. Are you Mark the member? I'm sure you get it easily. Thank you, Mark. Thanks, guys. Yes, it is good stuff. Here's now, you have a rejection here. We have a simple rejection here, right? We have a rejection. Am I taking it or no? I'm anticipating. No, volume is not confirming. Good question, member. Volume is not confirming. Volume is anticipating. The volume have anticipated now. I'll show you. You will be amazed. I'm anticipating a long now. The long is anticipated. Am I trading now? Remember, we need to confirm. See, confirm. No, I'm not confirming. I'm not in it yet. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the market makers to join. If I show you this Nasdaq, if I show you my market makers indicator, I'll go to studies. I call the Simon's attraction levels because I created it. Let's look at 40. Just give me. Look at these levels. I stopped the chart, so they're not connected. So they are stable. They're not moving. Usually they flash. They move. But look when the market came to this line here, which I told my members we have some kind of a support. Look at these magenta lines showed up. So this is where you can watch market makers joining, right? You can get up to 50 of these levels in front of you. What I do for swing trades, for swing trading, I have a chart. I only plot 2 or 3. For example, for swing trading, I plotted 2. This is when I discovered the Nasdaq is coming here and it's coming here for today. When I look at my smaller chart on the Nasdaq, I plot 25 or 30. I knew there was confirmation here. I remember I called the Nasdaq short and the indices all short this morning, and it took almost an hour before they started moving, especially the Nasdaq, which I was in. I was pushing the Nasdaq. It took an hour before it moved. So anybody who took the trade, he could also, or she could also get a better entry than me. I have members here, and you can talk to them once you join us as in a trial. But am I trading here? No. Here I'm waiting for what? I'm waiting for that indicator, the market makers, to start shooting their entries. Okay. So I'm waiting for the big boys to show me interest. This is when I join the trade. Now that's important. That's very important. What is more important, folks, and this is where I know my stop loss. Folks, this is the most important thing in trading. If you can risk 10 ticks per trade instead of risking 20 trades or 30 ticks or 20 ticks or 30 ticks, that is about $60,000 to $70,000 a year in saving. If you do simple math, if you're trading full contracts, of course. Okay, so just by eliminating your risk, why do I know my stop loss here? How do I know it? Remember, this is a continuation zone. So my stop loss cannot be lower than this, because if the market comes back to this area, it could join. It could. Let's assume your stop loss is here, randomly. My stop loss is the red. If the red is hit, okay, the blue will be hit too. So why do I risk 20 ticks? I can risk only 10 ticks, for example, right? So once I get my confirmation, I'm joining, and this is my stop loss, of course, and I will make I tell my members take, let's say, 10 points or 15 points or 7 points, first target on 2. So when we take, let's say, 10 points on Nasdaq, that's 40 ticks at a point, that's 80 ticks. So we grabbed 80 ticks on Nasdaq already on the first target, and I tell them the runner is here, all the way here. Why is the runner here? Because I'm looking at my magenta lines, the big ones. I told you I look at couple strong ones. This is the daily. I see the target. Question: what is the criteria of? Hold on, I cannot see this clearly. Of differentiates between market makers. Oh, it's the question is, what's the difference between market makers and retail's entries? It doesn't matter. My software, it does not know who is putting these in. whether it could be a big bank or 500 retail traders. The number is important. The number is important. I'll explain. The number is important. It's hard to explain. But give me a second, okay? Let me go through this, and I will explain later. It doesn't matter who's in, as long as the number that is embedded, that's hidden from you, my software picks it up. It doesn't matter who it is. So if it's 500 retail traders are pushing money into the same spot, that's equal to one entry of a retail trader. It's the same thing, same idea, right? So to see this in action, folks, to see this in action, to see what I mean in action, I have called a trade recently. This is a trade that I called recently on the Nasdaq. This is a video, okay? So please pay attention. And let me just do this a little bit, move it up a little bit. Yeah, this is it. You can see the Nasdaq. You can see the Nasdaq here. You see the line on the Nasdaq. This was after I closed the room, so the information is presented on Telegram for members. So I'm looking at the Nasdaq. I'm plotting my entries and targets. Okay, 847. I said Nasdaq stops are below 14120. You see this blue line, the lower blue line, you see it? Lower blue line. Below it is my stop loss. For sure. I mean, 90% of my trade calls start with the stop loss. I tell my members, my stop loss is here. Imagine how powerful you could trade if you know where your stop loss is, right? I know my stop loss, but it's I say support, SUP is support. The word SUP, I mean, it means support. So I say support is wide between 14160 to 20. So there's a span of 40 points of support. Can I help it? It's up to me? No, it's not up to me. It's what the market is giving me. I cannot give you a line, this is the support, just to make you happy. It's not up to me. It's the market. The market tells me, and I'm looking at a bigger chart. I'm not looking at this 987 tick chart. I'm looking at a bigger chart, and I'm seeing there's support in this area. So now I'm anticipating. Remember, I'm anticipating, right? The move. I need to confirm. So I told my members, this is what I'm anticipating. So everybody's anticipating. And I also gave them the target. You see the target? I gave it to them on Telegram too. You see this? This is a video. I told them this is my entry level, this is my target, and this target was from the day before. Right? I was looking for that. Now moving. Watch this. Are you watching where the market is? This is the Nasdaq. The rest of the charts I'm not looking at because I'm focusing on the Nasdaq. And this is what my members see when they join the live trade room. They see 6 different charts. These are the main 6 ones that we trade. We trade other charts, but these are the main 6 ones. I'm looking at the Nasdaq. I'm looking at the confirmation. Stop it. What do you see happen here? You see the magenta line? I also have a small, this arrow here, this small arrow, if you see it, not sure, maybe you will see it. This arrow here, it's a pure technical indicator. It comes part of the package. I use it just for visual confirmation, but my main confirmation, folks, came from the magenta line that you saw right here. And I typed the trade. Now, if you have the software, which is the trading Sierra Charts station, you automatically have my indicators part of your membership. You don't have to wait for me to confirm because you see it, and before I type it, you'll be in. But then I typed it long, and they gave them the stop, and I said take target 1 at 10 points, then move stop to, that's it. So take 10 points in 2 contracts, that means 20 points. 20 points in Nasdaq, that is 80 ticks. So first thing, I'm up 80 ticks and moved my stop loss in a way that even if the runner comes back and takes me out, I'm still profitable. You see, the management of your trade is key too. And what is my target? They know. If you just scroll up, you will see my target. I have an arrow referring to it. Very straightforward. So anticipate, confirm, execute. There you go. Market goes up, and then I tell them, runner safe. If you grab 2/3 of your entries, 2/3 meaning you could be trading 6 micros, you took 4 and you left 2. You could be trading 3 standard, whatever. You could be doing options on this. I don't know. You could be ETFs. I do futures and I do CFDs. If anybody that is outside of US, they know what CFDs are. CFDs, and I'll show you in the charts too. You see this chart? This is the Nasdaq. This is the ES. You see, this is the ES and the CFDs, which is exactly the same as the futures market ES, but it's in the spot market. All right. So going back to the video, where's my video? Okay. And then this was a 150 points move. 150 points, folks, 600 ticks. I'll show you what happened. Goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, up, goes up. Here, I got stopped out. My runner got stopped out. My runner got stopped out. I moved it. I see I'm telling them to lock in profits. My runner got stopped out. I made my runner got stopped out. I made 230 ticks. I was looking for 600 and change. Runners out. See, I told them runners out. All this before 9:30, just at 9:30. Then market opens at 9:30, and this is when the market took my runner, but eventually look where the market goes. 600 ticks move. Right? 600 ticks move. Now, you have to lock in profits. You have to be careful. You have to manage the trades carefully. Just to let you know, for those who missed it, let me see if there's a question. I don't swing trade. You have to close. Yeah, you could always close them because, for example, here's an example, and give you can close it before the market closes, end of the day. You don't want to get stuck with the overnight margin. I understand. And here's the thing. Did I show you this morning's trade? Did I explain today's trade? I called the Nasdaq today. Let me go to my Telegram in the live trade room, and then I also type it on Telegram. I called it this morning at 8:37 short Nasdaq. I called it from here with a stop loss above this area here, and I'm looking for the target here. Now, today so far made over 1,000 ticks. Okay, you don't have to stay in this trade. Take your profit. If you don't want to keep it overnight, take it. That's fine. Personally, I keep most of my trades. If I want to trade of a few days, keep them. I use my CFDs. CFD on the Nasdaq is NAS 100. It's similar to trading USD, US Euro. It doesn't expire, it does not roll over, it does not give you increase of margin, right? I use that for swings like that. I can also use futures too, but I prefer CFDs, right? But you don't have to keep it for a few days. You can take your profits, right? Do you trade from the platform? I trade from the platform sometimes, but I usually also trade using MT4 as well, because I use CFDs and Forex too. So I use MT4 as well. But during the room, you can see me give you a line, call the trade exactly. It's whatever I can manage during the day. In terms of, sometimes there'll be 4 or 5 trades. Sometimes I'll focus on one trade only, and I don't trade a lot. If I don't confirm the trade, similar, actually, not only the Russell was similar, Russell was better. I kept telling everybody, Russell was better. If you look at the Russell was the only instrument that did not hesitate after I called it. The Nasdaq gave us hell. For an hour was going up and down, up and down, up and down until it broke down. Russell was just going smoothly this morning. All right. And actually, I gave the exact point of entry or better here. I said Russell 2045 or better. 2045 here. This was 2045. You see the price on the side? This was my entry. Okay. So it is important to understand confirmation. It is important to anticipate the market ahead of time. Now, you know, having the tools is important. Yes, Sierra Chart. One of the reasons why I ditched all the other platforms and I stuck with Sierra Charts, besides it's a very fast, smooth, does not stall, does not freeze. I can trade 20 different instruments. By the way, Nasdaq, for example, alone, in front of you, you see just one 60-minute chart. In fact, I have 6 to 8 different charts just for the Nasdaq, just to serve you better, just to give you better lines, better levels, starting from the monthly, weekly, daily, hourly tick charts. So I can give you the exact price. You don't have to deal with it. I'm calling the trade sometimes, but that's what I deal with. So if it's any other chart platform, it might freeze. NinjaTrader will freeze with this. Okay. The other reason why is this SAL indicator, which is the market makers or market maker here. Studies SAL indicator, Simon's attraction level. 20. I will put 20 in. This indicator is only available in Sierra Charts. Why? Because Sierra Chart has one thing that none of the other platforms have. And I tried, believe me, I spent money, I hired programmers, I talked to platforms, I talked to brokers. None of them have this thing, which is historical market depth. They don't have it. They have immediate market depth, which I cannot do anything with it because I don't know which one is better. This is built differently. This indicator is built in a way that is very important. Here's why. It gives you up to 50 strongest available levels in the market that the market will act like a magnet towards them, like they'll be magnetized to it. And they will also act like support, resistance and support at the same time. So you have 50 levels. Let's say you programmed it just like I did here, studies, I did 20 levels. Let's say you just want to deal with 20 levels. You don't want to be trading small little scalps. You want to be medium. You want to trade medium range, right? So you're looking at 20 levels. So you have 20 levels for example here. They are all over the place. 20 levels. At one point, a level shows up, and let's assume that this is 100. The biggest one is 100. The smallest one is 5, for example. And in between, they vary in thickness, as you see. They vary in thickness, and you can make them also vary in color, in shade, not color, shade. Let's make the darker, the stronger. So they vary in thickness and shade. You see some of them are darker than others. Maybe you don't see it, but I can see it. You can change the colors. Now, at one point, a trader, an institution, pulls out of the 20, this 5 has a 5. Let's say it has 5 contracts, just for simplicity. A contractor comes in, or sorry, a company comes in and they put an entry that has 7 contracts. Automatically, since you are limited to 20, this will disappear. It will go away because now you have a bigger one that considered the least number. Do you understand the point? So it gives you the 20 heaviest ones, right? We have other indicators I didn't talk about because of, I don't want to bore you with details. I don't want to, but we have a very powerful indicator called DRL. Folks, this DRL, some of my members, they live and die using it. They just use the DRL, nothing else, for scalping. They will use the DRL, okay? And this is not fair. Let me show you another one. DRL, dynamic reversal level. I'll just wait for a second, okay? DRL, and you see them on the right-hand side. They are dynamic, they are powerful, and they are amazing for scalping. Some of my members just use that. The market comes here, touches it, bounces, and if it's used or if it touched, it turns to dashed. You see this one is turned to dash. This one is still valid, but it's turning to dash. But there's more details about this. And there's another one. It touches it, bounce, bounce, bounce. These are very important. I trade from, yes, I use 144 is too small for me. Guest trader saying you use 144 tick chart on yes. Do you use tick charts for entry exit? Yes, I use 233 and 987. But that's not the thing. You can use any chart. You can use any chart you want. That's not something I can control. As long as I give you the levels, as long as I can show you the levels. In terms of what chart are you executing from, that is up to you. Because here's the thing. Let me erase these. Here's the thing. This DRL indicator, 120-minute chart, 60-minute chart, 45-minute chart, 30-minute, and all of them are embedded inside the chart. It doesn't matter on what chart you put them. They will behave the same. They will be the same. You know how this DRL works. It's very simple. It's a very strong reversal signal. And every time a candle that is building this after 2 hours closes, this shifts to another area. How do I use it? It's basically resistance and attraction. I can explain more about that during the trials, but some students only use DRLs with confirmations. Very simple, very powerful indicator, okay? I have also a power line indicator, which is basically, if anybody familiar with fractals, it's based on fractals. It's a bit better than fractals, but it's based on fractals. So we have a 4 or 5 indicators, but I'm trying to focus only on a couple for the sake of presentation, because I'm not talking about, I don't want to talk about indicators. I want to talk about the whole aspect of anticipating the trade. If you cannot anticipate the trade, if you cannot anticipate where the market wants to go, meaning 2 things. Meaning that day you should not be trading, or at least until you anticipate the move, or you don't know how to anticipate the market. You're trading randomly. Okay. Again, don't take offense of this. I'm just trying to explain things, so it's not directed to any of you. So sometimes I face my charts and I see nothing. I see nothing. I said, I cannot anticipate anything, so I leave it alone. All right. I don't do anything with it. SPX 500, this is the ES. For example, Euro US. Euro US, if I look at the Euro itself, where is the Euro? Do I have the Euro? No. This is the Euro US. I don't have Euro. Regardless, don't worry about it. So that is very important. Going back to the presentation, I showed you how I manage the trades, how I call out the first target, how you move the stops. Of course, we have stop outs. Every now and then we have stop outs, but my stop loss is visible ahead of time. And the best example I can give you is today's trading. I keep coming back to it because it's crucial to know. Look at the call. I said, I'm looking for a swing short this morning with a stop loss above the high. What does that mean? If I switch this to a 987 tick chart, just give me a second, okay? I'll be very clear. If I know my stop loss, if I give you a trade with a stop loss known ahead of time, then the onus is on you, not on me. And I don't mean it that way. I mean that I don't do randomly. So this is a 8, where was it? 9, 8 something here. This was the call today. 9, where was it? 8 here. Tools, arrow. So basically this is 8 here. This is the crisscross. So I told my members I have a short on Nasdaq. The stop loss is above the high. Do you see the high that happened overnight? So your stop loss is this big. Now, how would you approach this? Can I help it? No, I can't help it. This is what the market has given me. I can't really help. I cannot make things up. I tell you 10 tick stop. I can't. This is 8 o'clock before the market opened. So what I did, I gave them the stop loss before I give them the entry. If you noticed, I told them afterwards, example, your entry could be on the Nasdaq 14200 or better. So 14200 is where the line is, right here, where this line is. So some members, they don't care. They will risk this much. They will trade micros or minis or whatever, or they have a large account, or they will do options. They will do whatever. They don't care about the stop because they know the direction. Or if they get hit, it's nothing to them. If you're trading micros, it's different. It's $1 per tick. You don't care, right? If you get hit, because this has more chances to happen. So if it happens 8 times out of 10 throughout the month, and you make all this much, but twice you lose this much, it's okay. Some students have a smaller account, or maybe they want to wait. The market goes down, up, down, up, down, up, eventually goes up. Here, I have the video. I made the video today from my session. When we got to this level, folks, I said this is the best entry level here because it's smallest risk. Now all of a sudden, if you took it from my second call, your risk is this much. You understand? The Russell was the same thing. The stop was exactly the same, above the high. If you look at the Russell, let me erase these. The same thing on the Russell. The Russell stop loss was above the high, above here. Same thing. Okay. But the Russell did not go against us at all. It just moved down from. See, this was the trade, 2045 or better. Here. It just went a little bit and then boom, zoomed down. And what stopped it was this power line. Typical learning system. It could take you 2 weeks. It could take you 2 months or 3 months. It depends on you. The thing is, I told you ahead of time, one of the things that we offer is this live trade room. After you get access to everything, live trade room, Tuesday to Thursday from 9 to 11, 6 hours a week, 2 hours a day, that's 3 days, 6 hours a week. The more you ask, the better. Furthermore, if you look at this, you could basically private message me. You see how members private messaged me here? I'm always, if I'm working, I'm available. So there is, all right. Yes, it's free. The trial is free. Okay, you just need to send an email to my manager. I just need to know you're a real person, you're a trader, because you don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste time, right? Because I will give you 100%. I just want you to focus with me when you're trading. I learned my lesson. A lot of in the past, some people will come into the trial. It's free, right? They will join the trial and they will never show up. I'll text them, hey, we need to, if you need, let's chat. I can give you 30 minutes of free chat advice. I need to understand what you do, how you do it, how can we benefit you better? How can I customize if you like it? How can I customize the membership? They don't even respond. It's free, so they don't even respond. So we need to overcome that, please. If you join, I hope you're serious. You know, I'm not going to force you to join to buy. No. But if you join the trial, at least pay attention to what we do. I think that's fair, right? I'm not gonna, honestly, I'm not gonna force you. I'll give you the offer. I'll tell you this is what we have. If you want to negotiate it, up to you. If you say it's not for me, it's not for you. That's fine. But again, couple of trades can cover this whole membership, and we always offer discounts. For example, now we have a group discount for a group that joined. It's valid for the next I think another 10 days or so. Again, we can always customize something, right? Going back to the website before we leave, I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. We talked about my case with the CFTC. I had no reason to shy away from it. I posted everything. It's been many, many years. I made certain mistakes in terms of dealing with it. It was mostly technical. But what I'm doing now, I used to do since 2004, 2005. Nothing different. Offer trials. If you like it, you join. If you don't like it, up to you. Okay. But going back to the website, I want you to go to this testimonials. Up to you. Beautiful, and you will see the same people in my room, in my Telegram room. Okay. I have testimonials from many students. They're with me. I have my YouTube channel is important, folks. I have many beautiful videos about the trading, right? One of them I'm talking about Sierra charts and how important it is to get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. If you're not happy with your platform, you can always look at different things. Only interested in swing options. Well, swing, you can use the same for swing options. I have many members who use options for swing trades that I call. The cost, I have basic membership cost here in the website, but we have different entry levels. But for example, for now, I have an offer that's half of this, almost half of this, almost, right? So there's always different offers on the table. I also want you to go to the About Us tab and go to Education. I give you free education here, right? Couple of videos that I want you to watch seriously, but let's start with number one video you want to watch. It's not my video. It's designed. It was made for us in 2004 by Dr. Kenneth Reed. He is a professional psychologist who actually did this for us. Adult ADD and how it manifests itself in traders. Now, unless you're getting married, today you have to watch this. All right, it's very important. Now, the next one is, this is a 50-minute video, but it breaks down all the indicators that we offer, including the SAL indicator that I talked about, the market makers levels. The DRL, somebody was asking about how DRL works, and all of the other indicators. It's a 50 minutes, but you can watch it. And then you can watch other ones that I have. One of them is, for example, clarifying my trade calls on Telegram, what to understand, right? Is Sierra Charts free? I don't know. I don't think so. There is a free version. I think they have a free version, but overall, no, it's not free. I don't think it's free, right? But there's always a free version that you can play with, learn how to use. But again, if you're paying $30, $35 a month, and it's a fraction for a trader. The cost is a fraction of what you benefit from using the proper tools. Okay. I think if I have anything else, I don't know if I have anything else, but the value is there, folks. The value is there for anybody who wants to join, but you need to go through the trial, because if it's not for you, I'm not going to sell you anything. So just clarify, these signals are not only for, no, sometimes I do small little trades as well. Depends on the day. But again, if like for example, last month I called, I think 60 to 70 trades. So basically that is averaging two calls a day. But no, it's not only for swings. And I showed you a video, right? This was not a swing trade. I called it on the Nasdaq. Remember I said anticipate and confirmed it with the signal. See this? So this was not a swing trade. This was, a trade. And this is just an example. And by the way, my YouTube channel has many videos, right? Website is thetraderinstitute.com. Let me show you the website. On the website, this is the website, thetraderinstitute.com. Okay. And I don't use Canadian platforms or Canadian data. I have one in Europe and I have one in the States. So I cannot recommend any in Canada. I have many Canadian members, but most of my members are overseas, Europe and the States, right? Moving forward, I want to just show you a couple of things before I go. This is from 2006. This is in Ontario. I think this was Brampton. This is Mississauga, 2004, right? Two pictures side by side. This is me in Denver, Colorado, back in 2012. This is Las Vegas, Nevada, in 2013, I believe, right? So I started with also using the type. This was long time ago. Anyway, let me end this presentation. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the presentation. If you have any questions before I close, please let me know. And don't forget the thing. It's thetraderinstitute.com. Yes, there was the link given to you as well. Thank you, EG. We have prices on the website, but every month we have different specials, different offers. Sometimes the offers, sometimes I cannot even put it on the website. Sometimes the offers are very low. I cannot put it on the website. I create it for specific members or specific groups. So I don't post it because it's not advertised. But there's always, we can negotiate things. I'm not here to reject anybody. Email me because I cannot, it's not available on the website. Email me and I'll let you know. But again, I'm not going to sell you anything unless you join the trial, because if it's not for you, it's not for you. Simon at thetraderinstitute.com. Let me give you my email address. By the way, my email is also on the website. Here, let me go one more thing before I leave. If I go to the website, simple. Let me go to the website. Let's go to contact us. Your free trial button is here. It will automatically lead you to this page. Okay, free trial. sales@thetraderinstitute.com. But if you go to contact us, here, free trial sales, contact sales, and for me, Simon@thetraderinstitute.com, general info. But that email me directly if anybody has questions. Thanks everybody. I really appreciate your time, and all the best. Thanks for joining me today, and hopefully I'll see some of you in our trial sessions. Bye everyone. Anastasia, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.